spiritual development, organizing faith-based activities. This includes facilitating regular youth fellowship, Bible study, prayer meetings, and worship service. Providing mentorship, establishing mentorship program where mature adult believers guide youth in their personal and spiritual challenges, helping them to build a strong foundation in their faith. The executives, I want you to take cognizance of all these things we're discussing. That if peradventure you have not implemented programs that will bring about this, you can do that. Another one is encouraging active participation, motivating youth to be active participants in all aspects of church life, not just youth specific events. And I want to lay emphasis on this, encouraging active participation. Creating youth association is not intended to create a discrimination or to create a value. No, it wants you to participate even in church activities. You have your own program, but occasionally, church also have their own programs. So you have to lead successfully. You are to engage in such things. Can you give me an example of such programs outside our own programs?
3 days, 3 days last of the month.
Thank you very much. The 3-day program is part of it. You will also do tithes payment is part of it. You have to pay your tithes to the church. Am I communicating? This is only communion. Right? It's part of those things we should have. So these are our responsibility. Encouraging active participation, evangelism, joining the church. Yes, you have your own program. You have evangelism, but again, at least the second son of the month is the church evangelism program. So it is what we encourage you is sure, join them in doing that. So they are very, very important. Let's go further. Training future leaders, offering worship and training sessions to equip young Christians with the skill necessary to take on leadership roles within the church and society, empowerment and skill development, providing opportunities for vocational training, career development, and entrepreneurship, support to help you become independent and contributing members of the society. Executive, these are your spiritual development programs that you can pick up the youth. Then delegate of responsibility. That is, giving youth genuine, meaningful responsibility within the association and church to build a sense of competence and ownership. To build a sense of competence and ownership. Let's look into the next one, and that is the social impact and outreach. Community service, engaging in various community service projects, charity events, humanitarian outreach, to demonstrate God's love. There's no harm in youth organizing a program that will project the image of the church. Don't wait on the church. We elders, we are our own generation can do it. But we're expecting many to come. But now, let me give you an example. There was a program when I got to Alaska. There was this program that we used to do. Now, what was that program? Medical outreach. They brought a doctor who educated the church on specific ailments. And at the end of the day, what they did, they now distributed a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread to every member of the church. And if the information seeped out, some other members of the community also came to have their own bread. When they doing so that is it. And with that singular effort, the image of the church has been what? Has gone. The responsibility, let me say, the perception of the community about the church has changed. You understand? The last time they did it, they brought a woman who gave us an idea about this, what do you oral something? Yes. And by the time we were going, we were given a packet of obsolete. What am I talking about? Community work service. That begin will give the church the image that will make the community to accept our church. So you can go outside and encounter as a caring church. So another one is evangelism and sharing faith. Now, training and mobilizing you to confidently share the gospel message with others in their social, neighborhood, and social circle through words and positive examples. So these are your responsibilities, sir, as leaders: fellowship and emotional support, creating a sense of belonging, building an inclusive and supportive environment where youth can form lasting relationship with peers and feel a sense of ownership and belonging, addressing emotional needs, creating programs, and bringing speakers to help youth navigate emotional and psychological needs such as peer pressure, depression, and crisis management. Then, I think finally, promoting positive character. Guiding, it should be guiding youth in developing strong moral integrity, humanity, perseverance, and honesty, so their lives can serve as a positive example to non-believers. So, in this short opening program, what have we had? We have heard about how important the institution is to the church to poor. We have heard about, yes,
How solid foundation is important.
solid foundation is important. We have also seen what your roles should be as executive. I'm not talking about individuals now. The Lord wants to use you as an executive to impact life, to inculcate in them the need for them to be engaged in God's. So thank you very much for listening. My brothers, Professor, thank you. For you, sir. Great. Let's see. So, not for me. So, while we are waiting, the pastor has said that he has confessed his sins. I mean, he was able to tell us how he beat his wife. And he said it jocularly, but honestly speaking, are we all listening? Yes. He said it jocularly, but he's very rich. Particularly, engineer, listen to me. Hello, listen to me. He said, one thing I want to emphasize that you are growing from the same roots. And by so doing, you learn and you grow together, and now you actually help to stabilize your marriage. It looks so simple on the surface, but it's not a very big thing. 2 years ago, I supervised a student at PhD level. The title of the topic is marital requirements in selected churches in Ogun State. Marital requirements. For the church, realizing that marriage is problem. One of the requirements is faith compatibility. I will dwell on that. Faith compatibility. That's what the guy is talking about. To marry from church setting here, and the tendency for you to understand and grow together. If your wife says you go to Vicky, you don't suspect her because it's used to Vicky hypothetically. Or the man says go to Vicky, you don't suspect me I go to Vicky and now also you are grown from the same level. And that's a good lesson for all of us. I'm happy. I was waiting to know how Pastor Lome picked his wife, but I actually put his legs and his wife. So I know that maybe one of these days, when they are doing marriage ceremony, they have to expand that story more than it was expected. So I think we learn from that. Thank you. Can I start my lesson now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry.
come with an alert on the last paper. That's me so much. And if this gathering will be happen or meaningful, so we have to do that's one. That as executive or as youth, we are part, we cannot isolate ourselves from the broad church program. You see, like 3 days they have just said, we thank God among all the executives we have, because I watched it. The last executive, we tried, but not to the not as the best that I have wanted. They tried in attending some of our weekly programs. So now I pray that this present will build on it, like the Holy Communion, because we organize the minister seat. I'm not sure of how many of these youth that I used to see in that meeting. And thank God of reason, it's not only when one guy that begin to appreciate part of my own nation. It was like about 4 or 5 years ago that Professor Ugusui just asked me that one of the conditions for graduating my students from the children environment that Holy Communion. But I know some of you that are here that we have not started it, but it's very long time. So when I'm saying it's even possible, it's not impossible that there are some of you who might have not done water it's possible. So please, if you have not done it, please see me anytime from now. There is no shame in it. There is no shame at all. So the Holy Communion is part of it. So anytime we say Holy Communion, there is no any other engagement to take you to be part of it, and so many other programs. Because I keep on saying it, if I'm an assembly pastor and all my youth, they will not see what I see, I be banded. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. So please, let's have the change after this orientation. God bless you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
I want to start on the note of appreciation to Pastor Oke-Ife. Being our youth leader, quote and unquote, I don't know that is the right word. Pardon me, not in the right word. For the first time, it's a very rare thing. One of the problems we have in Africa is lack of knowledge. We lack knowledge of many things. We are all learning every day. And those of us that were invited to do lecture, we are forced to think beyond our scope. And we are learning every point in time. Thank you so much for organizing this. And we are very grateful to you. And I know him long time ago, I think to be around 1999, thereabouts. And that he was consistent supporter of anything that Christ. So of us are not too serious. We are learning to be more serious. We are not too serious. That's my lifestyle. And I appreciate also Ugusui as well. What he's doing at Alakia is very mighty. I usually see when I'm working my laptop, I see something popping up of activities in Alakia. We are very grateful to it. So we are very, I just want to laugh for it. Do that. God will bless you so much. We have to see that I will be, you know, as well. You don't have to question. I used to see this at the back. I'm sorry to say it, and I said, it would have been better for you to be in academics to read it. But this I thought that the church is better. So also I don't see the church. This is going to go socially in the report. But we are really proud of you. So I think what I can just say that I don't know about whether you are having organization for your executive as well. We start that as early as possible. Possibly your members, of student be very, very good. So, and again, as a leader to what the Rabbi always say, see, you come out as a body to seek for assistance. People are there to assist you. Go to any organization that wants to organize a seminar as a church. They will give you a lot of things. and you can use anything you want. Just come out operating. People love to we have people who are in this. We have people who are ready to give. They are only waiting for intermediary. So you can serve as intermediary as a body of the church. So thank you so much. And finally, before I start today, I want to thank the panel for allowing me to talk this time around. I talked maybe I do, and now it was supposed to be a book review. I finished around yesterday. So the ordinary I supposed to have looked at the end of the month for you. And let me see if I need to. I don't like that you are sitting. You're not supposed to sit there. Where do you think? That simple thing is really a conflict. Really a conflict. You're not supposed to be, and you really might. Who's the outside will be fine, and you crazy why you ask me question. Well, I was thinking that as soon as I've sat down there, I said, I'm sitting down here. But this is best known to him. I don't know, I was thinking as a pastor would have stayed with the pastor and not sitting for other people like me here. For other people like me. So you supposed to sit there. I only go to also that's what I did that way. I'm not part of you, and I don't want to be part of you. But in his own thinking, he has reason for sitting down here. Conflict arises when we don't sit in the same way. It's part and parcel of life. It's part of it's come to stay. Let's all demonstrate it. Let's all look at this hall. All of us, let's all look at this hall. Turn to the left side, to the right side, and let's all look at it. Yeah. What's our way? Our wife. Oh my God, look at me now. Hey, what's the what's on the look at my face. Check around. Have you all checked around? I want to say, have you checked around? Now, are we together? What do you see, sir? When you check around here? So your wife. I didn't hear what you said. That's what I mean. I think you said it's your wife. Oh my boy, what do you see?
Yeah, people, as the chair.
Yes, what do you see? I'm again, my former friend. What do you see? Don't see me. Where's again? What do you see? Everybody. So what else did you see? Nobody saw it.
40, 50, fans.
So these are perception. So what do you see causing that? I saw what that was interesting. Why can't you see so? That is now. So conflict arises when two people want to sit hypothetically. It arises when two people want to sit on the same chair at the same time. So I said yes. Okay, my topic is more resolution and problem solving. I started by saying the topic is defined and far more complex than it may initially appear. It can be examined from multiple perspectives because conflict can take any form, from mild to intense. General form include disputes, disagreement, tension, clashes, struggles, and opposition. More intense form may lead to fight, battle, war, hostility, and confrontation. Understanding these relations suggests how conflicts look like. In other words, conflict is social. We live together. We have the same background. Conflict is bound to happen because we don't see things the same way. It's not essentially same. It is part and parcel of life. So we have different background. So, but for me, instead of going to too much theory, you can interpret it, especially within the context of relevant to this gathering. Which gathering? The association of the church. This informs the other and really topic we self-examine. It is some period of time. What is conflict? I said because it is social and religious. Conflict refers to a social process in which individuals perceive issues differently. This is our own viewpoint. Each believing they are right, while regarding others as wrong. So, about stop cutting. How can you see cutting? Can't you see something else? You have not seen right. No, I've seen right. Why right? Why cutting? Why not this? So, and at the same time, those usually think that I have seen only the right thing, the right wrong thing. It's like somebody having letter 9. What's a problem? For me. Like that, and then big one. Move fast. Let's anywhere. Oh my girl, can you help me raise the paper for me? So, we got. After the catch up, my wish is here. Welcome at my boy.
Yes.
Welcome at. That's very importantly. We are listening to others. Yeah, my boy, come. Engineer, come. Come here. Support me at 20. That's not the long go to this side. So, what letter is this? You're crazy.
But to me, that's
What time is money? Yeah. What letter is this? What is it? Who's right? So then I'm this in your life. What did you see? Which letter? Ever been verified with the guys? Please let me check.
letter, this is big.
Baba, do you respect me? What is it? 9. So why they are sitting looking at each other in the opposite direction? So thank you, sir. Conflict arises when people do not see the same thing the same way. So it's not because they are bad, just because it is part of our society. So I've explained that. Let me move on. So look at it now. Look at people now. Stages of conflict. Conflict arises because we are human beings and we don't see things the same way. We are thinking not the same. We are here, but we are not thinking the same way. Look at this one. This one is trying to imitate. They are pointing at each other. Because if the way I've seen it, said, no, you are crazy, I'm not seeing it. That is it. So, what are the possible causes of conflict? I'm trying to investigate it now. Doctrinal differences. I'm here at the ESCO level, and that's why Prof. Nani, Professor Robert, was saying that they were talking to ESCO, but the question of ESCO. Can you see? But I think the last person to say that you can be judged for let's all this so that you don't become a big problem. Doctrinal differences. Essentially, disagree on whether certain song or worship style are appropriate for use services. You may discover that when you are doing your program is already approved. How do you arrive it? Argument must have ensued. That's conflict because we have different backgrounds. All of us we have different backgrounds. Economically, we are not the same. Some are born with silver spoon in their mouth. Some are born with stick. Some are born without any mouth at all. Look at our children. I was born in the village. I grew up in the village. Our children are not born in the village. And that mentally will follow throughout your lifestyle. So, Pastor Noah brought his wife in the church because that was the setting he grew up. And he's so consistent in the church. I got my wife elsewhere in my village. So, so we have any examples of that, and we are happy about that. Leadership struggle. So effective both want to head the planning committee for a major youth convention, each believing they are more qualified. For example, I did arrive at those units that Baba Robert pointed out, the unit of the church. I can do it, you can do it. Argument ensue along the line. Communication breakdown. If you are not saying program day, without informing the secretary, causing confusion among others. We believe that things have to be done procedurally. In my department, it's an argument. We want to put anything up, we say through the HOD. At times, maybe someone is nervous. The PR is very nervous. There's information needed to pass. Without passing through the head of the president, president gets angry. You have to show my power. Those are the areas of conflict. Cultural and generational differences. Yes, Baba mentioned that we belong to different generations, and it will haunt us throughout our lifetime. We belong to different generations. So, in our age, now let's look at an example. If you are 30, raise up your hand. 30 years, 30, you're already 30. I mean, you too. You're already 30. Okay, 29. Yeah, 25. 24. 24. Okay, 23. 22. Talk now, my boy. Who are you? What's your age? 20 what?
24.
24. 22.
22.
21. 20. To not Agbowo, you didn't your hand now. What are you?
You did not mention age.
I don't need anything. I said
Age.
age. I'm talking about your age.
You did not mention
30.
28.
You have seen 30. I mean, you have seen 29. I want to 30. We have 30. We have 29.
Yes.
28. 27. 26.
25.
25. 24. 23. Who are you? I'm crazy now. No, so the point I'm making is that
Who are you?
we all belong to different generations. Now let's go again because of time. Where were you born, my boy? Ibadan. Come call.
Ekiti State.
That's very bad. You call my boy.
Ibadan.
You call.
Ibadan.
I will get. Come again, come. There's nothing more to see. I need it back. Praise the Lord. I was born in Ora, a very far village. I was born in Lisa. Lisa is a 90 far. When Lisa are being in public, we are still at Dojo, down. And that influences the fragment. All there you are born will influence you throughout your lifetime. Your age, you can influence you. So there's no way the parent that gave us to determine who you are, and that will form your perception. Praise the Lord. Then personal ego and service interest. Yes, ego. Everybody is egoistic. Even nature allows it. The Bible says, if you never do it, you might go many. Every person is selfish. Very selfish. Baba, you say, do you love your wife? Does she love you? At least, assumably, loves you. Do that love is based on selfish interest. Why do you love your wife, sir? Because you do the right things. I mean, hypothetically, why do you love your wife, sir?
I've said it.
But if you refuse to give you food and sack you from home, you love her. Our love is based on selfish interest. If the love of God is selfish, if God is saying very selfish, He said, you love another girl, God will call you. He said it clearly. So it's part of our nature. But however, there's still a need to take close of the Father. Father don't have their own mouths to talk. So selfish interest, which is very far anyway. Resource allocation. Existing argue over whether funds to go to what you retreat or purchasing this kind of thing. There's only this conflict. If we have this conflict, they have said, I'm looking for money, how money, I want to buy a new watch, I want to buy a new shoe, I want to buy a new car. Within myself. But when money eventually comes, the money cannot pass man. I cannot afford to buy this watch again. If my risk has ability to talk, we complain of neglect. So when resources are not many, then there will be conflict over it. We have little money related to us, to the youth organization. What do we spend it on? Do we spend it on buying musical instrument or the grand is there will be argument over it? It's part and parcel of life. So So let's say precisely another member social media behavior, causing tension among the money accepting. As a youth, you are not able to post certain things, and it can generate argument. That is why you are different from other people. I do say, Pastor is another vice and pastor, I mean church body, and that church body to impose some restriction on me as well. So whether somebody is a great dancer can feel free and invest like. So that thing I can do, pastor cannot do it. And also MC cannot do it, it's an elder. I'm not an elder, thank God. I'm feel free to do it. So unbalanced expectation. So ESCO expects others to do most of the work for coming event, leading to resentment. I'm the one only doing it. For example, when I came here this morning, I was the second person to be here today, and then the chair, I mean the president, move me around the room. Let's clap for her. So we are the other members of the ESCO. If somebody that's grumbles, you can count it against other member. Well, I don't know why he's not complaining. Perhaps he has a well understanding of why you are not there. So it start to change. The computer contributing digital attendance tracking is proposed by some members. Yes, some people are not ready to change. And that is what we do respect. One of the problems we have in our church. If not because of a lot of pressure and there, our church was not ready to change. And for example, I was trying to ask, I didn't want to ask about Lowell, Pastor Lowell. I would have asked that at the danger level. What plan do we have for the youth? I examined a woman almost a year ago, a PhD woman project where we were talking about succession in the church. What plan do we have for the youth? So our knowledge to keep. I thank God, and I'm very quite sure that comparatively, Oke-Ife, C.A.C, Alakia, I'm saying we will continue here. It's doing better than our church because the church there allows professional to give some touches. That's why you need to see what is happening. I talk about knowledge there as well. What happened over there? Over there, and I want to say this, sir. You need to realize you can go there. I don't know that I can put some information there. We start to change all of the problem we have. That bring this way, you don't want to give it to. So, poor communication, compromise, need to make people intolerance, self-interest. These are major issues. You can look at that. Also, don't waste time on that. So, conflict is the reality of life. It's a reality. It's expected. Even the church setting, it doesn't occur over leadership, worship style, and resources use. That's why we have gone a long way before we can get to this level. It's part of life, but don't go against anybody. Our either they are not serious, they are not forward-looking. No, they are forward-looking, but they cannot see what their eyes can see. That is it. They are not being out of malice, out of wickedness. You cannot offer what you don't have. So whatever happened there, and when you go to spiritual level, maybe that's the act of God. Honestly speaking, it's still part of life. So it's not essentially negative, it's probably positive. Commonly has positive dimension. The way of God and wife are fighting, the children will enjoy better. When to them is trying to move to the other side of the coin. So it happens. When Christian and Muslim are fighting, Christian will be forced to come together to fight their common enemy. So Muslims come together to fight their common enemy. Look at the issue of genocide matter now. Christians are coming together for the first time to say they are genocide. Ordinarily, if there are no conflict, nobody will have bothered about that. But so finish. That's village. Yeah, no matter how good conflict may be, it is a dangerous thing because it erodes trust among members, lots of members, danger to the church. It's very negative. It's not too good a thing. Though it's not avoidable, but that will take us how we manage it. So look at it now. No, and that's why one of my books I wrote 21 habits that damage life and relationship. 21 habits that damage life and relationship. One of it is malice, anger. You're fighting somebody. You run crazy. People are already crazy. Look at it. None of them is happy because they are in conflict. So most times we kill ourselves in the name of having hatred for somebody. I never believe you on the time. I can't be so busy on that day. So let's be careful. When somebody offend you, overlook it and go your way. If not, you'll be in trouble. For example, if you are keeping malice against me, you are wasting your time. I'm not this he knows now. I'm very guy. Dance and talk, I'm very guy. I don't have time for any message. That's my way of life. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my life. So be careful. So benefit of conflict, like I said, where we be forced to come together, along the line, let me not press more for that. When there's conflict, we have to come together and analyze and discuss. Okay, what can we do now? We can't go further. We need to come together. So, and when we come together, we are bound to learn from one another. And I do say one thing: one of the brothers I don't like in Africa is that we think we are better than the other. As we are here, nobody is better than the other. I'm not better than you. I'm talking now. I can't come to the war without you. I will be here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to increase. So the concept is not to test. Everybody believe one another. As always coming, look at his clothes now. Was sewn by a tailor and the shoe by a cobbler. So even the Bible he hands on the Sunday and the glasses he wears, everything he carries around is done by somebody. We need one another. Nobody is self-sufficient except God. I think God is not self-sufficient. He has how to talk to him and pray to him. That just it. So when there's conflict, let us not say to fight to finish. There's a tendency to now one thing or the other. And I'm saying you can only extend it to a boyfriend or girlfriend. Those of us are married, we know how to manage our wife. Not that mostly, but we don't fight to finish. So among expo, the understanding is understandable. It's part of life. But however, can we come together? What are you saying? I'm saying, I cannot learn from you. It's an opportunity to cool down. But people open his heart to learn. Open your heart to learn all the time. You may fall down. Falling down is part of life. There's no pity about falling down. But that's when you fall down, it's all this identity. Yes, he said relationship, promote growth. Look at the example. I'm sorry to say this. My pastor and Pastor Lowe, Pastor Luke may not be happy about what I want to say. Let me confess my sin to you. So when the time we are in the church, they say, let us pray. He says to become one. I don't say it to. Why? They don't become one. Let it be as many as possible. Because variety is the spice of life. If the conflict between the main like C.A.C. or that led to the formation of Yahoo, there was competition between the two sections. I want to assign you. And if not because of that conflict, I wonder whether Yahoo will ever come to life. It appears that that's they are more sophisticated. We see they are mundane, in your own understanding, but we are seeing the benefits of what they are doing. So at times conflict brings a growth and development. So deep understanding of our institution. And we can explain, no, it's deeper than that. It's not true. We argue. So by the time we come together, you see, like deeper than what we imagine. Honestly speaking, conflict will be a very positive thing, depending on how you look at it. So you have to start with your wife, but how do you do it? It's where it's if you learn what you do. On the line. And let me say, person, our wife, look at also look say, of course, look at the the wife was a retired principal. And brilliant woman, beautiful woman. Our personal want to that. Very beautiful, very creative. So our people say my wife, my teacher, very beautiful woman, brilliant. That by the head is said it's not normal. Okay, woman, very creative, she thinks a lot. Imagine now, now very talented that woman. Look, we are enjoying the one in the church. Okay, we are enjoying your wife is a very brilliant woman. Very, very eloquently. What I'm saying is that everybody has one two things to offer. Don't say you are the husband. I've said it, me, I don't agree with the church. I think I said at a point, husband the head of the family. I think at what level? We are not partners, so we have a lot to offer. These people say you can stand alone if the husband wants to travel to America for 15 years. That is his headache. But the person wants to process, he can stand alone. So that's a Cornelius, a man, he can stand alone. No, that will be so we now move to conflict resolution. Because I'm just dancing to the tune of the topic. But I go to that, let me say this in passing. I was trying to manage to the level where we find ourselves now. Yes, there are 3 or 4 things before conflict resolution in the last phase. There what is called conflict prevention. You prevent conflict. And the starting point, what is called early warning signs. What I call it early warning signs. There are some signs that precede conflict between misunderstanding. For example, when a man was coming from work and the wife wanted to prepare food and you got to say, I'm not eating your food. No, eating what happened? I'm full. The following day, I'm full. The third day, I'm full. It means something is fishing. Or a time when the wife got packed off in the matrimonial room and went to sleep with her daughter. He told me he wanted to pray with the daughter. The following second day, it means that things are coming on board. That is insight. For somebody very wise, you have to address it quickly. That is called the early response. So at the ESCO level, somebody is not coming to the church again. There was a meeting, there was a misunderstanding. Mr. President, are you here? Leave that someone, we have access to this later in the day. I think they should have access to it later in the day now. Yeah, so don't write anything. That's all we are talking to you. So what I'm saying is that at the level, there can be misunderstanding, whatever. So I think I'm not seeing this guy. Is he angry about what we talk about? He's not coming to the meeting again. There's something is fishing. You can find out what happened. Well, I'm sorry, I don't think I'll come to that church again. I was offended that time. So early warning and early response. So you can prevent that. At times you can engage what is called avoidance. Avoidance. You can avoid when someone is like wahala, you avoid the church offending. Or when somebody is arguing too much at the school level and is raising his voice, you can just suspend the discussion. Not because you are weak, but you don't want conflict. Call it avoidance. It's a very big thing. But it happened like we did a research at a point during the COVID-19. I asked my wife to do the research and I did my homework. My wife's home was about look at stay-at-home mother and the effect of that on the female. We now discovered when you stay-at-home mother during the COVID-19, when men and women were forced to stay at home. So men were avoiding their wives, and some wives were avoiding their husband. But this time they were bound to stay together. And a lot of crises happened at that time. A lot of killing, beating were recorded at that particular time. Because they are avoiding one another. You can avoid wahala. Then apart from prevention, you can equally manage it. You manage it. Because you cannot deal with it, you manage it. You cannot be there to join them. Well, I know he's a hot temper person. Well, let him keep quiet when he's hot temper. It's how they come down later in the day. God don't want to wahala. But this time around, we're talking about resolution. How do we resolve it? Most time we need third party intervention. Because when there's conflict between two or more people, no one want to bow down. Everybody want to fight to finish. In my village, you say that is the Gaujo. Any tó ń lẹ́ni ò ní dúró, ẹni tẹ́lẹ̀ ò ní dúró. They will not know what I'm talking about. I grew up in a village. When there's misalignment and people are fighting the market, it's a public place now. And tell them to tell your hand here. Would you fair this? So then that one I'm gonna play. Don't so much that one there. The balloon and the on the platform. We need to have 1 year. So he ready to the new idea. Go for kind of shame. Then it's only enough to your hand. We now because something they change. So at that level we need third party intervention. Come and see what you have. And the first one that later in the day, by the time I get to the role of a church boy. So how do we such things? Still is truth in love. Where I'm not saying you are bad, but the method you put out is not or can't you see that way? Well, you know to say the truth harshly. We call it you can say you can talk. No, I will need respect to maybe yes, I don't. Are you alright? You have from yes, but I don't. Yes, I people are very thorough people and they talk anyhow. Don't talk anyhow. We are not for telling the truth. No, you don't say the truth so sharply. Say the truth sharply, it can break relationship. But you can still say it mildly, and that's why you still need to learn. If you know what happened, Jega episode when that guy from from Ekiti, from baby. I'm sorry, from baby.
Oh, baby.
I was thinking from some people say this time. I was thinking, I'm sorry, I was mixing it up. Look at the way he handled it. I was expecting to talk this way, and he carried that and made it foolish. So you can say the truth to your committee members without taking it too sharp. Me, I cannot keep quiet. Yes, you have to keep quiet. You have to remind. Even we know when to talk to our wife. Not because we are crazy, but we open, speak the truth in love. And again, be quick to hear. About 4 years ago, I'm trying to revisit my own lifestyle. Listen to him first. Most times we make a lot of assumptions. One of the problems we have in our society is assumption. As suspect, if I look to look maybe. What's your name? Joseph. I think they are befriending each other. It's likely. Why do you say so? I've been seeing them together. It's an assumption. But do you know, you find out they are neighbors. They are good neighbors. So what I'm saying is that, yes, let us listen first. Listen first. If not, you don't listen. Most times we don't listen and they say, oh, we are sorry, we better time the day. Actually listen. Listen before listening to understand other. You have to listen very well. Because everybody has something to offer. You know, I'm looking at wisdom. I know you know. I don't know better than you. I know what I know, but I don't know what to know. I was studying about professor. He's a professor. A professor is a professional in his own right. So I can't preach you. I will fail woefully. So I don't know what he knows. He does not know what I know. But I have to respect him. That's why everybody is a professor. But in Africa, everything is wrong with our head here. We can't even go around. I'm a professor. So what? We saw professor, you need car, you need mechanics to do your car. Professor Lucy was calling, he's a statistician. The guy is crazy in the head. Brilliant man. But he called a stupid man, quote unquote, to go and attend to his car. Why can't he do his car? He doesn't have the capacity to do that. He's a professor with limitation. What I'm saying, let's all listen. Then, prayerful reflection. Yes, see God guidance in all decisions. We need God all the time. We need God. And God is a very good guy. He listens to you, depending on how you go. I want to talk to him. I talk to him. For people see me as someone not too serious. And when I wake up in the morning, I say, God, thank you. Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. Today I want to see. If they are good for me, they are not in the world. But I come and see you. So they are going away. And the guy talk to me. And then go, we talk. So listen to him. Now, meditation. In both the wise and pastor mediator, that will border back to the ESCO. And that is why the ESCO that ask, no, some people like to keep to themselves. Don't keep to yourself. When you have trouble, speak up. And I know, I think Ogamas maybe, of course, you God, for everybody, they are not there for purpose, for nothing. For formality, they are there. You can go find them. Look at what I'm passing to Baba. What can you cancel me? Because they are Pastor Logan have been in church for many years now. That to the point that he got his wife from the church. He wouldn't have gotten the wife if he was not a serious person, was a womanizer. The woman would not be stupid to marry him. What I'm not saying is that he was in the choir. So Pastor was in the choir. Have you ever had that before? Which means he has a lot to offer when it comes to choir matter. And so many other things about depth of knowledge. Or the man, I'm not too serious in person. No, I'm not very way. So
You have something to offer in us.
Yes, I will do up and that's around. I will take my calendar back. It's who said that that will manage it. Now, consensus building, start for unity and build. Yes, consensus building is win, not win, win and lose. So you compromise, you let it go. If you are allowed to go now, if in the conversation, okay, that's the way you want it. Okay, let's go the way you want it. But tomorrow, let me have my own way as well. Can be you know all the time. It's not good enough. Or clear code role and responsibility. Yes, let's remember fulfill their God given duties. Let us state clearly who is the secretary, what is his role, who is the vice president, what is his role. There's what I call role responsibility. A clear core responsibility, particularly in the multi-staff ministry. So everybody has to know it's right. So when you delineate this thing, automatically everything will flow. There will be an element of overlap, however, but if there's no clear cut definitions, then there may be kind of usurpation of duty, now we need to surprise. But however, if someone has that put to your own duty, I beg you in the name of God, don't be angry. Like people like me, I'm a nervous person. I want something to be done immediately. That's the way I was brought up. At times, I don't follow the rule of God. I go, let us move forward. What I've told me, I'm sorry, I don't do it out of context. So most times when there's overlap, let us know why it happened that way. And focus on common goal. Keep Christ at the foremost, religiously. What binds us together is Christ, and nothing that we can actually make help. The accountability and responsibility here is very, very important. Accountability is very, very important. We have taught our children as well. They're accountable. Some people go and buy Bible, you need 5 kobo, they will really need to pay. I can put it there, you only need 5 kobo. It's very, very important. So I will soon finish. So that is it's not good to be saved at all, as you are saying it too, because of these challenges. Personal ego and pride. Never make you to compromise you to fight for the desire for the congregation. I think it's very important. Everybody needs to be recognized. Everybody has his own dignity. Yes, we only met in the church. Pastor Lowe is a pastor in the church, but at home, he's a wife, he's a husband to the wife, he's a father, he's a grandfather. So, is just a church member, but at home is the husband of my teacher and the father to every beautiful things. So, then in the university, he's a director. You have a parent. So, we have no trouble too. Don't forget about it. So we have a relationship now. We have brothers and sisters. I remember somebody was sick at when they are we have a relationship too. They just call the son yeah. I'm gonna be with again here. I don't like that name. Go to Dave Baba Sonya. I don't like that name. They just call him say professor Sonya Bawoni. This is a professor they are carrying with what? Sonya Bawoni my boy. He has tentacles all over. That's it. They said that everybody wants to recognize. Even children, when children are crying, they are saying they are calling for attention. So I beg you, in the name of God, remove pride. Remove pride. To please everybody. Everybody has all two people. Bias and neuroticism. Yes, it's not be bias. So these are challenges, not easy. Don't be biased. We have to be very careful. Poor communication. Communication is very, very important. It's very important in life. When you don't communicate, you keep to yourself. I don't know what you're thinking now. When you say it out, like we are taking this way. So I've not mentioned before. I'm not mentioning it. Okay, I can understand. When you talk out, nobody will know what you're talking about. I think no man. It's hard to change. Some members will get new ideas or solution. New ideas are coming, but we can just plan from it. That's what we learn from our students, we learn from our wife, we learn from our kids. We have washing machine in my house. I don't know how to operate it. I would not have bought it too. So the one of the guys come and teach me. So I was still not too serious to know it. I'm not so serious, but I don't work clearly on my head as you see me. So the guy So, and I feel Jacob. When you come, it's like, no, what's my headache? My two brother put Moses there. So on the day of baptism, we all lay down, tongue by tongue. But my brother, before my father, who not the same mother, came, baptized his son, Joshua. So, and so the pastor was trying to look at this. I'm not making come forward. I'm like, I'm very good. I was eager to be baptized. Whether I know that, no matter what my headache about that. So, and I said, oh, you are Joshua. I said, yes. Though I feel Jacob. What I did was give me back my name. As I'm about to make pronouncement, the father will just say, Baba, you're making a mistake. I'm going to say, the guy Jacob, I say, yes. And he call me Jacob. So that's good. I didn't plan. So, and so what I'm now saying, that is me. From there, I was going to church regularly, occasionally. I married, my own was too serious in the son. Forced me to go there to fellowship and all this stuff. They developed it to a level. So I'm still not really a serious person. But however, unlike somebody who is so deep in it, what I'm not saying, so don't take me if I'm not serious. That's just my background. So take me as I am. But if it's more spiritual, take me as well. So spiritual maturity, we don't go to the same level. Then external influences, peer pressure, antagonist from non-member. Yes, that can complicate resolution. But that at the point, I won't mention him, but God will know better than a young guy who was really a school of thought that once you are safe forever. Because he thought, I don't know, you don't understand. Let's do it. Okay. The way out, I think I run through it. Honest communication, listen very well. Forgiveness, I think it's very important. Forgiveness and reconciliation. Let's all forgive one another. President, listen very well. Let's all forgive one another. We say, I forgive, I don't forget. You have to forget now. Because God equally forgives. You may not forget to guide you. Because if somebody is angry about your behavior, you be careful to make the same mistake again. But let it go. Don't let it go. You are killing yourself. You are keeping money. That's what I said. I'm interested in my books. 21 habits that damage life and relationship. My understanding about life is that we are the actors of our fortune and misfortune. It's not in the hand of God. Success is not in the hand of God. Failure is not in the hand of God. What is he saying? Yes, now. Success is a report after you have done something. Oh, President, how was the seminar? So very successful. You are reporting what you have done. You will do something before you call success. Don't do anything, success will not come. But God is a good guy and be everybody upon to go. So focus on common ground. I think that we come together. We have those hands now. Yellow hands, black hands coming together. Now, this is where Baba will call me now. I will talk about this orientation. Act as digital mediator to help party reach clear resolution. Guidance and counseling. Oversight and accountability. Policy implementation. So, promote unity and reconciliation. Training and capacity building. Let us plan for Pastor Lowell. Let us plan for him. So, one of the things that we are doing with training and capacity building is a very, very good thing. You are building your capacity to be a good leader. And go beyond now, apart from the church setting, what we are learning today will help you. We didn't have the opportunity when we are growing. Look, nobody was there for us. We struggle to be where we are today. God be that glory. I was telling the engineer, if I really looking now, tell me I'm growing. The only way you can make money to get money to go to farm and work. And you work. So one day it was raining heavily, and there are sort of people at the faculty waiting for it to stop. I laugh at them. I entered the rain, but we used to it. When you go to the farm like this, raining out, you really enjoy it. I'm going to go now and then your stomach will be hot, your family. I will keep on working. But right now, engineers are getting their money full money. Unlike our own time. So what I'm saying is that the capacity building is the monitoring and follow up. You need to do that. So look at the rest of it. So, yes, I believe because of my area of study, I think this is very, very important. Respect, these are the guidelines. You see, we guide you. We're not the guidelines. Respect and dignity. Everybody needs respect. Everybody here needs respect. Respect and mutual respect. People show able now. I'm better than you. You're not better than me. Nobody is better than anybody else. So if you respect that guy, will respect you. And that will fit to husband and wife relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, workers and retail and consumer. Your worker, whoever you live with, respect them. Don't downgrade them. Some go quietly, but they are very rich, rich in the head, rich in everything. Please take note of that. Honestly and transparency, Mr. President, all of you, please today and avoid deception. Don't deceive one another. Fairness and impartiality. Fear. Patience and self-control. Yes, you have self-control. But when I'm hungry, I will out my mind. But when you have said it, you cannot reverse anymore. And take note of that. So when you are hungry, you express your anger. I say, yes, I'm satisfied. But you already wounded somebody and never forget. I don't think I've said it. You have not said it, you have created another problem. So control yourself. When you are hungry, you can swallow another for 20 times instead of talking. Or you walk away quietly. And then my land got a bad man you have to understand his weakness. Maybe you cannot do without food. Why is he eating in the class? That is a headache. Have a headache as well. So also the question has headache. So yeah, confidentiality, I think it's very, very important. But sir, confidentiality is a very serious matter. Somebody is standing combined, you say, this is my own. Keep it. Or do use against or tell somebody. But the issue that when people impose some confidence in and supported them, you never forget it. I have a friend who tells her all the time. If you say good morning, I will check it again. I don't believe it. So confidence is very important. And I want to say this so that you don't want to practice as well. I will start the show at teaching. In fact, when you marry, tell your wife your past. Don't do that too. You want to tell your wife, you want to tell your wife your past. The past always a bad thing. You want to tell me that you have 3-4 girlfriends before. One of your one key, any girlfriend in here. So what is your question? Too much kojalo. So please, confidence is important. Prayer and spiritual guidance, yes. We need prayer all the time. When those in the scholarship period, we were still young with scholarship. Not my PhD 5 years ago. And one of our guys said, you need prayer, since the prayer to write the Bible is very important. Say at times you need prayer, but if you give a topic, you don't even know what to do. So all the time, and then God, the guy is always there for us. You talk to him, guide you. When you're in dilemma, talk to God. Let's come back. People are looking at you. So finish. Someone in conclusion. COVID is inevitable aspect of our life. We need from one segment to the other. We need to actually solve it. So spiritual board play a crucial role in solving. Come back to ourselves. Individuals make an executive committee. We have our background, we have our sentiment, we have our emotion, we have our prejudice. We belong to different generations. I rather suggest we ask for sympathy. So my weakness should not be used against me. I didn't plan, I wasn't a factor to what I am today. I didn't determine who gave birth to me. I don't determine my background. So don't have sympathy for me instead of using it against me. So let's not give to one another. Let's all know that as the time now, as God said in the 8th executive or no, I can't remember the name. This is your time. You need to use your time very well. Not very well, I want to give it time tomorrow. What I do today, the time what we say about tomorrow. So, having said that, I want to say thank you for this.
Wonderful conversation, right?
Good morning, sir.
Have a Any question? Before that,
You want me to have question? Have question. Have question. Recognize your resource. Recognize the need.
so please, let's welcome to our guest, Adari. Happy time.
Whether the wife, no the wife now. Pastor, want to want us to want to that. That's
Okay,
okay.
so with the look of things, it seems no one has any question. So after this
Oh,
session,
no, comment.
any comment session? Okay.
Yes, a question. Thank you so much, sir, for the expository lecture. So wonderful, sir. More grace. So I want to thank you. So I want to ask a little question. In a situation whereby you as a leader and one of your team member comes to give you an information about another member of the committee on a particular wrong that person is doing. And as a matter of fact, this is a matter that needs urgency, attention. So you as a leader, you decided to call the person and try to have a one-on-one interaction with the person to know. And this person denies it 100%. And based on physical facts and observation, discover that this person is trading in the line of the accusation. So you decided to also have it as an open call, like a meeting for all the committee members and try to investigate. And this person keeps denying. And you keep receiving information outside, even from elders, about this friend. So as a leader, what can you do to resolve this matter to ensure that at the end of the day, this person that is accused don't take it to the point whereby begin to blackmail or eventually leave the church or leave the setting? Thank you.
It's very clear. That is why, let us say this thing happened at the ESCO level. And those are hypothetically it happened at the ESCO level. And the story is that somebody went to the president to complain about Star Grace. I would nobody to Grace here. Or about Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is having this affairs with some ladies in the church. Who will be a school member? Look at what is happening. You are told, now calling. What happened? So don't mention the name of fellow came to you first class. Don't mention the name of fellow came to you. Before you call him or her, you need the wisdom of God. Where the president? You need the wisdom of God. How do I approach it? And if you know God very well, you can ask God to talk to him. Create some tension in his heart before you call him. So like, I want to not spoken. Now call him. And when you see first that you have to pray some things. Who says so? They are stupid. Actually, I don't believe you too. I know you cannot do it because you are in charge of. You know, people for the kid that need to die in fire. I know all these around. See deny. Let's to do that because it's battle already on the image of the ESCO church at large. Now see audience of people. That's where they come in. Look, they talk about mediation, counseling. You know better. Age wise, they are older. Experience wise, they are older. And I'll tell you. But don't carry it on your face because at times it may be a lie. You can tell lie. There's nothing we are not seeing this life. Let me tell you what is right and learn. Believe better abundance here. Don't believe everything that your wife tells you. Will not be true. Something happened one day. I went to my wife. In the company, we have a housekeeper who works in the house, is a man. So and we have a lot of bitter leaf back in my wife bitter leaf. So I want to use bitter leaf on Saturday. Just bitter leaf, right? Later, my wife said, that all bitter leaf that our housekeeper has caught everything and has taken them to sell. Okay. When he comes, ask him. So when the man came, orally, the way my wife presented it, as we have the mind may enter the compound, I don't ask. No, my wife was burning with that anger. So I was and said, madam, what like that? Yes, Uncle Sam, come. You cut all the crazy. You cut all the yes. Remember you told me to cut it. I said my wife told me to cut it. Why do you say put them on the floor? Yeah, my wife already assumed that so we need to find out that so if something happened, very funny. I still with a cousin who trained me, but the man was so bad in man. Man treated me, but I don't move an age. Imagine me, I always say that nobody can hurt me. I move, I keep on moving my life. So we were in the bus cutter. A bus cutter faced that direction, another bus faced us. There was we had the driver, and I went to carry our food. No, I finished our food. I carried our food to the kitchen to wash my plate. As I was washing my plate, the sitting room was on that side there. So my customer and I say, meanwhile, the driver was gisting with a lady in the bus cutter. They could hear their discussion. Do all this normal use a lady. My customer say, Lola, because they were like, hey, better one can be. Is not the one gisting with a lady. If you forget anybody, you will leave this place. So, are you hearing me? My brother called and said, who's in the kitchen? I said, I was the one. What I'm not saying, the discussion was very far away, but I wasn't the one. What I'm not saying is that there's need to find out. Is it fact finding? They call it a bit. Fact finding. Somebody can make any allegation. Somebody can be used by devil to cause wahala. But I think the Bible is somewhere. Find out the truth and hold on to the Bible. Says, I'm not a pastor. I don't know the pastor. But find out the truth and hold the one that is true. So when you cannot go for that, go and ask the elders. Now tell you what to do. And you need to act as early as possible. Because you damage the nature of the church. So all this we have said here, when you get home, then expo. By the time you marry tomorrow, see all this. And I want to say that, like I said, respect, respect. So our boys treat our women with so much respect. They only are brave. Like I said, look at Morgana. The husband, the wife is equally a professor. You can't don't somebody that talent. You don't allow it. Not allow it. Respect her. Respect one another, and everything will be alright. Remove ego in your life. Don't remove ego. Ego does not ego kills. It does not open door. But respect, simplicity, make everything work well. And the other one thing I want to say, which I don't mention, which organization, emotional issue. Everybody can have problem. You know, if rose today does not mean it can turn aside tomorrow. Pain and sorrow is part of life. When somebody is in tension, please run. Maybe I got be beaten by a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Please run and support. Everybody here is passing through one tension or the other. Don't mock him. Be there for him. Because tough time does not last. It's only tough time that lasts. Once again, I want to appreciate the committee for allowing me to talk. And I welcome well, I thought it's a good example. It's a very good example. Our church is very, very lucky to have this caliber of people. Very good example for every day. It's a thing, no. One of the management of the nurse of the guy goes in the car and he said, my wife is calling you, and that the wife is like, so we appreciate your God. We are very, very proud of you. You are a good example. So everybody, thank you so much. Thank you. Most of you are not big girl in church. The door is open. You see how we can see around. On the left side, I have
Thank you so much, sir. We understand that you are actually running somewhere, sir.
Yes.
So the brother that asked question at that time, he has one extra question.
Okay,
But
yes.
I will let
Let me.
All right, thank you so much for the initial response. I really appreciate it. So the second question I want to ask is now between the youth body and the mother church. We've seen this saga whereby the mother church feel threatened by the activeness of the youths, thinking that, the youth want to take over their position, they want to overthrow them. So in a situation whereby you have a governing council or a pastor that feel threatened due to the activeness of the youth, and ignorantly the youth are just being active, being passionate, and they are just using their gifts in the church for God. So how do we manage this situation when we have pastors or governing council that feel threatening by the activities of the youth?
Thank you. The starting point to understand you. For anybody to sustain the life, you need to understand your environment. I can now see so most times when elders are keeping quiet because they are stupid. They are watching the environment, tell me what they are going to see. That's about Ubemi, I think technically mention it. You are in a growing stage now. We are praying to, I think you have started that that's a new environment. Church may have to remember Japanese will think that you don't do things aggressively. Because the youth living that place now, one of the trouble of human being is strong for power. Power is so sweet. When you want to lose your power, there's a tendency to get angry. So that the youth is going to stand on his own will be a threat. Someone is a natural thing. It's natural. Even in traditional setting, when everybody was a farmer, when your son asks for freedom, it's not always an easy thing. So, but you need to know your environment by not being aggressive, by not behaving as if you have come of age to help with them. No. That's why I mentioned it that people at this level we are growing, and we said it practically that our Pastor Luswe, Pastor Akitayo, and Pastor Lowe, they were in that meeting. They did a lot. They put their leg on ground. I don't know how to put better to ensure that this thing works. I was in the other one not there. Not be there when they determine your photo. And I said, please be careful, don't disappoint them. You might have said that name. Yes, it's a great stage. When you are great, you go quietly. Don't go violently to spite the elderly ones. That's about good people say that yes, you are coming on board, whatever. Basic things are essential. Baptism, Holy Communion, payment of tithe. All these things, don't say we are already independent now. We can be on our own. No. The thing will be there is a natural thing. We are the one that has to be very, very wise. Such a way that not so as if you have arrived. With time, we learn to bring persuasion. Pastor Lowe had been with the youth, and he was part of the church management. But in that environment, he was so careful, that's from my reading, that he not over mention the youth matter. So that someone will not be thinking that maybe you want to become a youth pastor, which is capable of doing, and which you are going to actually ask for the time at our own level. They are going to do that. If, so to say, they are going to retrieve came from that place, come and start a use of if they arise. So, but the man was not stupid. Professor, we have to do this. No, he has to do it quietly. He has to be stupid, quietly to ensure all this our guy is so low to ensure that if you look at the committee of elders now, how many of them are professors? But they have their own history as well. So imagine professors stay with them. They have to come to their level. If not, they won't. For me, I can't be an elder because I create a lot of problems for many people there. At least an issue like good, but if I put the spirit of God is living in them. What I'm not saying, we need to do God is only living in me too. I'm not living as they are. That's what I'm saying. That same with those elders who are not learned to get some virtues in them. So as you are growing, there's some virtues of simplicity, business, stupidity, and to grow. So you can't be saying you are wise all the time. But I'm wise, you are wise. So when you want to get your freedom, you have to be very, very careful. I don't know that will make sense to you. So let the leader. And let's not start for this man. Now, why is Bolu here? Bolu is the village. You know that Bolu? Why do you invite Bolu? Why do you invite the people, the ones who are not my friend? So, why? And Alabi was one of the school members, was the president, I guess. Bolu was a president as well. Why should we invite them? That is wisdom. That this new thing happen your time. Past expo, working tirelessly on this matter. That is simplicity. That is there's no come to then people don't say you have arrived. The people that have arrived, don't forget to see me at that time. I think I'll satisfy your curiosity. So Mr. Ladaso,
I know that from good also sorry, I wouldn't know your name, but if you can just take a moment just to introduce yourself, your name, then and welcome, okay, welcome, brother Agbowo from Serbia, right? So from Serbia happens to be the first president, right? Oh, it's all the president of the association, and even prior to being the president, even after being the president, very in the association. Welcome you, Star Wars again. And by the way, you will also be a speaker today, talking about. So, if you look at the program with you, just as the second session, we have a 10 minutes break. Then after that, we'll convene and continue from there. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so I have the attendant sheet. Please,
I don't care when you, I want the young.